Alliance servers in Sea of Thieves have become super popular since the release of Season 9 in the newly improved world event. And this begged the question, why are these Alliance servers so popular? So popular that people will pay real life money to join one of them, as well as the question, how much gold do you get out of these servers in one play session? Well, in today's video we'll put this to the test as we create our own Alliance server to see how much money we can profit off them. So stick around to see the amount of gold we made, because it's a crazy amount for a little time we put in. So I joined a random server as a solo and was going on a mission to recruit every player in the server, which wasn't a good idea. Up to 6 ships can spawn on a server, and with the massive open landscape it was going to be near to impossible to complete this on my own, and luckily I found my first recruit. This guy was a solo slooper like myself, and joined the Alliance without hesitation, which was great for progress. So I then headed for a Reaper's chest so my location would be marked on the map for everyone to see. My goal was not to search for the players, but let the players search for me, so I started doing the Ashwin's World event that was chilling nearby to attack any ships in the nearby vicinity. And yeah, that didn't work very well. My Alliance teammate had left the Alliance and I was left on my own until...
Oh my lord, a Fort of Fortune, let's go.
That's right, a Fort of Fortune had spawned, and I knew this was my chance to attract any server hoppers wanting to get their grubby hands on the Chest of Fortune. And so I headed over immediately and started completing the fort, and in no time at all I had my first customer.
Yo, do you guys want an Alliance and complete the fort? I just want an Alliance, is that good?
Unfortunately these guys were not having it, so I headed back to my ship where they started some naval battle. I still didn't shoot my cannons, and I asked one of them to hear me out, which worked as one of them ordered my ship so I could plead my case.
Yo, so I'm making a YouTube video about how much money you can actually make from Alliance servers in a day. If you guys just want to take this fort and Alliance up, I'm trying to recruit the whole server, so that's why I have my Reaper 3 up with just the bounty on it.
Alliance servers are very hard to make, you know.
Yeah, I know, but it's worth a shot.
Sorry, just having problems with my friend, he is very much against alliances.
So these guys were obviously really skeptical about my plan, but as I talked to the guys more and more they decided to join the Alliance, and with them flexing their PvP curses on me, they knew I wouldn't be able to take them on. And surprisingly, when we started heading back to the fort, we had found another ship. Now this ship was another sloop and was super easy to recruit to the Alliance, and the bunnies just kept coming to the carrot. One after the other, ships came from every part of the server and all joined the Alliance without a second thought, which was splendid for business. And we had now got 5 out of the 6 ships in the server in our Alliance. And to make it even better, Walter joined. So the Alliance all split off into different sections. 3 boats were finishing the Fort of Fortune, 1 doing commodity runs and the other doing sea forts, so all was good. Me and Walter decided to chill out for a bit while we waited for the next world event to spawn, and once the Fort of Fortune was completed, we headed straight for the Skull Fort. Now at this point we expected the Alliance to fully break out to fight for the Chest of Fortune, but somehow a group of people actually worked together to create a compromise on who got the chest. So we continued doing the Skeleton Fort as our Alliance brigade headed over, and after suggesting they stank the Fort of the Damned, they were off to do so. Me and Walter had gotten the loot from the vault of the fort, reached grade 5 and decided to go sell our loot while searching for the last ship on the server. So we had sold our loot, adding to our total amount of gold, which I'll talk about later, and we decided to head to the Devil's Roar as we wanted to start the map circuit of commodity runs. Now commodity runs aren't the funnest thing to do, but it allowed us to travel through the map to search for the last boat while having something semi-exciting to do. At this point the Alliance were all focused on the Fort of the Damned and we were all completing it while we were searching for the last ship. We decided to do some sea forts to secure our boredom and raise our emissary grade, which gave us the extra bonus that would be used to sell at a 2.5 times profit. So we circled the map, heading to every outpost and sea fort on our way until we had made it to Golden Sands Outpost. Our emissary was now at grade 5, so we started to sell the mass amount of loot we had on board. Usually doing these commodity runs would have been super risky, but having an Alliance and knowing where every ship in the server is helped us stay safe on our journey. As we continued to sell, our Alliance teammate had finished the 3rd stack of the Fort of the Damned and headed to the Reaper's hideout to sell it all. We had been playing for 4 hours at this point, so we finished our session once they had finished selling. Now for the gold we made. I started the session just over 7 million gold, and after the session I ended up with over 7.4 million gold. But over the course of the day I had spent over 100,000 on leveling up the gold horde faction to level 75, so we made 500,000 gold in just under 4 hours.